This next segment of Hammer is going to be a little more specialized, but I feel it's important for machinima making. The main thing we're going to be covering here are attachments and the logic auto entity. By attachments, I mean being able to attach objects to your character's body or hold them. This can be kind of tricky to do in Source depending on what your objective is, but I'm going to at least show you the fundamentals. For that logic entity, this doesn't have a specialized purpose in filmmaking so much as it's useful to know when using Hammer. Okay, so let's fire this up and we'll get started. To illustrate the use of attachments, I'm going to show you how we made those Combine soldiers hold their cups in the opening scene. Alright, go to File, Open. We're going to want to open Basic 2, then click on Open. The reason being is we've already added the Combine soldiers to that scene, so we'll save ourselves some time if we use this map instead of starting from scratch. Now if I remember correctly, these two guys here are the ones that are holding the cups. Since we're going to be distinguishing them from the others, they're going to need names. And if I click on this guy, he still has the name Bob from before. And if I click on the other one, he doesn't have a name. So let's double click on him and give him one. And again, I forgot all their names in the video, so you'll have to forgive me for making up new ones. Let's call this guy Chuck. Now hit Apply and Close. Now the thing about attachments is that in order to make a character look like he's holding something, he has to have an attachment point already specified in the model. The default Combine soldier models do not have the one we need, so we're going to load modified versions of these models that were developed by people at Noesis. This is going to be similar to how we loaded up the Turbo Chi model. Since we need to do this to both of them, go ahead and hold down Control and select both of these guys. Now go over to the wireframe view here, right-click on the selection box, and click on Properties. We'll need to turn Smart Edit off, so go and click on that button. And we want to go to Model. Right now it's set to use the default model, so we need to change this. Highlight this section after the / and delete it. Then we need to type in the name of the model. And that name is going to be Combine _ Combine 3 Revision / Combine.mdl. Real easy to remember, right? Okay, hit Apply, then Close. The naming scheme was sort of an afterthought with these custom models. It's like the cleaning agent formula 409. It's called that because that's the 409th formula that the company came up with until they had a good one. At least I think that's true. Okay, so we have our characters set up. The next step is to create the cups for them to be holding. So go to the Entity tool, and we're going to need a dynamic prop. I'm going to type the name in here. Now go and place 2 of them in the map since we'll need a cup for each person. Then use the Select tool and hold down Control to select both of them. Then, like the soldiers, right-click on the selection in the wireframe view and click on Properties. Turn Smart Edit back on by clicking on it. Now for World Model, click on Browse, and oops, you can see my leftover work again. As you can guess, type in Cup in the filter window. We'll have to wait for it while it loads everything. Okay, that's the one we want, Cup Interior Texture. And a quick check in the Info tab shows that this is already set up to be a dynamic prop, so no problems there. Now click on OK. Apply. Close. And now we need to configure the settings for the cups individually, so double click on one of them here. And we need to specify the parent for this one. We'll go with Bob first. And we need to give this cup a name, so I'll call it Cup 1. Now press Apply, then Close. And we'll do the same thing for the next cup, so double click on it. It already has name selected, so we'll do that first. We'll call this Cup 2. And for parent, this would be Chuck. Now Apply, then Close. Okay, right now the cups are actually attached to our soldiers, but they won't look right when the map starts. The reason being is that they will only move when the soldier's body moves, and they attach based on where they are right now. So that means if the soldier turns, these cups will be flying along the ground in the parking lot. What we want to do is get more specific and attach the cup to their hands. In order to do this, we're going to need the name of an actual attachment point included with the model. To find out the names of the different attachment points, let's take a quick field trip over to the model viewer. So go to File, Save As, I'm calling this Attachments, then press Save. I'm not done here yet, but if I'm going to be closing Hammer, then I should save my work.